I wanna praise you, Yahweh. I wanna thank you, Yahweh. I'm so grateful, Yahweh. I wanna thank you, Yahweh.
For the promises. Life is a blessing and life is a lesson. Life is a setback and life is progression. Life is uneasy at times, life is comfortable. Life will lift you up and at times, life will humble you. Life is a gift, you better thank the Lord for it. Every chance you get, someone is less fortunate. Life goes in circles, life throws you curveballs. Life can be deceiving like preachers in the church halls. Life isn't promised. If I could be honest, the fact that I'm alive, that time has me astonished. Cause I came from the underground, being tossed around, being lost and found. Now they adore the sound of the priest, far from a nuance. Verses are proverbs, written's are the new songs. Another song for the blocks and the avenues. Everything is plain, I don't speak to them in parables.
I wanna praise you, Yahweh.
I wanna praise you.
I wanna thank you, Yahweh. I'm so grateful,
I'm so grateful,
Yahweh. I wanna thank you, Yahweh.
for the power I see the world through different eyes. Every Sunday got the preacher telling different lies, hearing things that I really couldn't visualize. Should've listened, Big said you'd be hypnotized. I was a victim too, I say respectfully. They all up in the soup, don't know the recipe. Talking about I'm not who I was bred to be. Count me out, man, who made you the referee? Trying to get stripes, trying to cloud chase. At 19, I made an about face. Thanks to Christ, it's also about grace. And they lied when they said it ain't about race. But that's another song, I ain't the first to tell you. Woke up on a deeper and a surface level. Learned the laws and the Lord's changed my attitude. And this song is to show you how a gratitude. I'm so grateful.
I wanna praise you, Yahweh. I wanna thank you, Yahweh. I'm so grateful,
We're so
Yahweh. I wanna thank you, Yahweh.
Now let it ride.
I wanna praise you, I wanna thank you.
I don't mean to brag. I don't care, but I want you to know, double vaxxed, booster, flu shot, and I'm going to be honest, I have the shingle shot too. And I still get my period. What? Yes. Traveled, went to Mexico twice, did shows, meet and greets, never got COVID. Clearly, Jesus loves me the most. Seriously. So nice. So nice.
So this is the ship they say is unsinkable.
It is unsinkable. God himself could not sink this ship.
Shalom, shalom. All praise to the Most High God. We here again. Hey, we got Colorado in the building with us today. Shalom, brother Mike Allen.
Shalom, shalom, family. Another
Con.
Sabbath day.
Yep, another Sabbath day. We're glad to be here. We wanted to bring this lesson out because we both came in a discussion about your arms are too short to box with God. And this is why we bringing it out, right? Because a lot of our people don't realize that you have no power within yourself, right? So I'm going to show you something real quick. I'm going to share my screen real quick. I'm going to go in here, share this real quick, and I'm going to describe this picture that put together. All right, so in this picture, right, you see a scrawny black man, right? It may look funny or whatever, right? But it's a symbolization of how we are broken and we starve and we are not hungry for the Most High when we're supposed to be hungry. So when we're not hungry for the Most High or thirsty for the Most High, we become scrawny and weak. And life destroys us, right? And who's behind life? The Most High. So when you see the background of the audience, guess who it is? Esau. While we are performing and doing what they want us to do, they want us to be their gladiator instead of the Most High's gladiators. So when we're in the ring in this world, instead of fighting for our people and fighting for our God, we allow them to control our minds and God destroys us. And the American flag shorts is a representation of this class is not just about only Israel. This class is about all nations. God put his hands on all nations, not just Israel, right? It's not just Israel. Yeah, Israel's the main topic because y'all Negroes in the world do not want to follow God's commandments. And you want to go and do whatever you want and choose what you want to do. And this is why God be knocking y'all out. So when we see this, we see that this is a symbolic of us being weak as a nation, but we always quick ready to fight. But we have no strength and we don't know who we fighting. We constantly fighting ourselves and we constantly fighting God. You got anything, brother?
I think you summed it up. You know what I mean? It's a good point, though. Yes, everything is about Israel, but no one's out of reach for the Most High. So, whew.
Bless you.
So the water. So, yeah, we just gonna kind of show everybody a little bit of that type of thing. No one's out of reach of the Most High. We say that the Most High, Scripture says that the Most High punishes those that he loves, but he swings on other nations too. You know what I'm saying? So we have to keep that in mind. You know what I mean? I'll say this. Don't step in the ring. You know what I mean? Don't step in the ring. That's a fight you can't win. You know what I'm saying? So I say that.
And let me get a real quick scripture because I want to put out on that video, right? Where we were just watching those two videos. When we watched the Titanic sinking, you seen that these people were mocking God, right? They were mocking God. And the Bible talks about mockery of the Most High, right? So we're going to definitely bring something out, right? We're going to have to bring this out because of the fact that we have to understand mocking God creates a problem. So let me get Galatians 6, and I just want verse 7.
It's the book of Galatians, chapter 6 and verse 7. Be not deceived. God is not mocked.
All right, just stop right there. That's all I want. Be not deceived. God is not mocked. And what that means is, right, a lot of us see Israel and other nations think that they have the power to do whatever they want. So when things are happening in life, they thinking that God is not paying attention. They think that God is just sleeping on the throne because they read that he rested on the Sabbath day. They think he fell asleep and he's letting the angels go do his work and they're coming back and waking him up and said, yo, They doing this, and he's asking like, what's going on down there? Don't be deceived of that, because the fact that the Most High knows all, and that's why I say he would not be mocked, thinking like he's not going to do nothing right away. You're mocking him, saying that he doesn't have the power to destroy the ship. And the same lady that said that God loves me, you're mocking God because God don't love the other nations. So that's why he had to knock you out and you passed out on stage. So understand, God shall not be mocked. All right. So right now, so we're gonna go right into it, right? Let's go on straight to Jonah, right? And then whatever you got next, just bring it out, right? So let's start at Jonah. Let's go to chapter 1 first, right? And I'm gonna use Jonah for a reference out of being fighting with God, right? Because a lot of times we fight God with our words. And we do it by actions too. You know what I'm saying? So start at 1 and give me all the way to 3.
Come. This book of Jonah, chapter 1, verse 1. Now the word of the Lord came unto Jonah, the son of Amittai, saying, Arise, go to Nineveh, that great city, and cry against it, for their wickedness is come up before me. But Jonah rose up to flee unto Tarshish from the presence of the Lord, and went down to Joppa. And he found a ship going to Tarshish. So he paid the fare thereof, and went down into it to go with them unto Tarshish from the presence of the Lord.
Right. So Jonah had a job to do. The Most High said he wanted him to go to Nineveh. So Jonah decided not to go to Nineveh. So since he decided not to go to Nineveh, he decided to go to Tarshish. That's the biggest mistake you can do. When God tells you to do something, you go ahead and do it. Don't sit there thinking like I have a different plan or I don't feel like doing it. That's where your disobedience come in. And then that's when the Most High start to lace up the gloves on you. Because you have a better plan to say, I'm not doing what you want me to do. I'm just going to go where I want to go. And that's what a lot of us as Israelites do. When God called you in this fold to speak his word, a lot of us, we came in right away gun-ho, ready to preach his word, ready to tell everybody about the Most High. And then we come to a point where we get kind of comfortable, where we don't want to do nothing for the Most High. But you have a price to pay, because when God created you, he created you in his image. And the image is the knowledge of him, right? Jump down to verse 17.
Verse 17. Now the Lord had prepared a great fish to swallow up Jonah. And Jonah was in the belly of the fish 3 days and 3 nights.
All right, so
I got a precept for you too.
Con. So Jonah's in the belly for 3 days and 3 nights. But we're going to take it a little bit different, right? He's in the belly of a fish, but we're going to take it in a perspective, right? We're not going to look at a fish swallow them up, right? I'm not saying everybody should agree with me on this breakdown, but this is how I'm going to make it to reality, right? So a great fish swallowed him up. Well, let's think about the smartness of a fish, right? A big whale swallowed him up. He's in the belly of a whale. And he doesn't die. He's in there for 3 days. And he's swallowed up. So you got all the stomach acid, all the water, all the things that's inside of a whale body. And he doesn't die. So we're just going to make it make sense, right? I'm going to use my point and my twist into it. I'm not going to make it say this is how it is. This is just the understanding of the breakdown I'm going to use. We're going to make it into reality. I believe that Jonah went into another ship that was great and big as the size of a whale, where other nations were in. All right? But I'm going to pause right there. Go ahead, bring your precept out.
God. So we see already that Jonah was trying to run from the Most High. The problem is you can't run.
Okay.
Right? So this is the book of Psalms, chapter 139, and I'll start at verse 7. It says, "Whither shall I go from thy spirit? Or whither shall I flee from thy presence? If I ascend up into heaven, thou art there. If I make my bed in hell, behold, thou art there. If I take the wings of the morning and dwell in the uttermost parts of the sea, even there shall thy hand lead me, and thy right hand shall hold me. If I say, surely the darkness shall cover me, even the night shall be light about me. Yea, the darkness hideth not from thee, but the night shineth as the day, and the darkness and the light are both alike to thee." See, so no matter what, like it was just being explained, whether he's in hell, whether he's in heaven, whether he's in the dark or in the light, trying to hide or not, you aren't running from the Most High. This is what Jonah was trying to do. See what I'm saying? So when we think that the Most High can't reach us, you're mistaken. You see what I'm saying? You're mistaken. He can always reach you. It don't matter where you go. If he's the creator of all, where do you think you can hide if he created it all? You see? But go ahead, I'll land right there.
Well said, right? Because Jonah wanted to leave his position what God put him in position to do. And you can't do that. Rather, if you think what's right, it doesn't mean it's right with the Most High. The Most High have direct orders. Do this or die. Do that or die. That's how the Most High operates. It's not nothing in between. He will destroy you quick, right? So now start at chapter 2. Start at verse 1.
It's the book of Jonah, chapter 2, and verse 1. Then Jonah prayed unto the Lord his God out of the fish's belly.
Right, so he's in the midst of other nations, right? He's in the midst of the other nations, right? Why? Because when you're around these other nations, man, it is hell. Especially when you are in this truth. It is hell all around you. When you got to hear this doctrine and that doctrine, when they tell you that you this God and this God, it is hell all around you. Go ahead.
Verse 2, and said, I cried by reason of mine affliction unto the Lord, and he heard me. Out of the belly of hell I cried, and thou heardest my voice.
Right, and the same thing when we was in hell in Egypt, right? What did we do for God to use Moses to get us out of Egypt? We cried out, save us, get us out of here, right? But all that always begins because we choose to be like niggas, Negroes, Egyptians, African Americans. That's why we have a lot of afflictions, because we do what we want to do. So when we are in trouble and we can't handle the storm, we want to cry out to him and ask him to save us. But we don't think about asking him to save us when we're doing what we want to do. Right? Continue.
For thou hast cast me into the deep, in the midst of the seas, and the floods compasseth about me. Salakia, compasseth me about. All thy billows and thy waves passed over me.
Right. All thou hast cast me in the deep, right in the midst, right in the center of this land, right? In the center of where all these people are at on this ship. In the midst of the seas, right? Because the seas is also a representation of people, like an army full of people. And the floods compassed me about. We look at what's always compassed us about. Religion, doctrines. That's what's compassed us about right now in today's day. All thy billows and thy waves passed over me, right? All their laws and their statutes, right? All their ways. That's what passed over us, right? Go ahead.
Then I said, I am cast out of thy sight, yet I will look again toward thy holy temple.
Right, we are cast out of God's sight when we don't follow orders. So Jonah had a price to pay. See, it was cool when you can go ahead and duck and dodge him when you don't want to do something when he put you in position to do it. he didn't think about the consequences. That's what's wrong with us. We don't think about the consequences. We think about what we feel, what we want to do. So therefore, God has to cast you out of his sight, and then you have to come to him. He make it to a point where, hey, you keep on acting like this, I'm going to punch you in your mouth.
Here you go. Here you go. I got one for you. So this is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 8, verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. A lot of our people, I say this all the time, a lot of our people do whatever they do because the Most High is not right in their face, or because your punishment doesn't happen right away. You know what I'm saying? So our people get comfortable. Our people get comfortable because the punishment doesn't happen right away. That doesn't mean you ain't going to get a punishment. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't mean you're not going to get a punishment. You're still going to get it. Everyone has to answer for their works. So you're still going to get it, whether it's now or later.
Hey, I say this too. When you remember what the scripture said in Sirach 2:1, when you come in this truth, prepare thyself for temptation. What you're doing, if you realize, you're telling God right now that, hey, I want to serve you and I want my whoopings right now on earth. Because you don't want to wait to get your whooping on the day of judgment day. If you go wait to the day of judgment day to get your whooping, it's a wrap for you. That's a beat down that even Yahweh can't stop. You can't get that whooping back. Right now, these are the licks from our old past. These are the licks that when we do fall short in this truth, because guess what? God don't remember our sins anymore when we come in this truth. But he do remember what we are at right now, the way we walk. Those are the remembrance he's using. So rather you don't want to do nothing in this truth and you want to walk around not doing anything and just twiddling with your fingers and just sitting there waiting with fake faith, saying that I'm just going to wait till God come and get me and then I'm going to be active. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. So that's what Jonah wanted to do. I'm going to wait until I'm ready to go to Nineveh to talk to the people because I don't want to go there. I want to go to Tarshish. I want to do my own thing. But God's like, bring your narrow butt over here because you're going to do what I tell you to do and you lucky I ain't kill you. That's a blessing that he didn't get killed. All right, go ahead.
I was going to say, I'm not going to pull the precept, but it happened to Ezekiel, right? The Most High killed Ezekiel's wife as an example. You know what I'm saying? And told Ezekiel, don't mourn for her. Don't cry for her. Get up, do what I told you to do, and tell the people that I did this because it can happen to them. You see what I'm saying? He literally just used her as an example. You know what I'm saying? Like that's some cold. The Most High is cold. Well, I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, people, a lot of our people be trying to play with the Most High, and the Most High is cold. You know what I'm saying? He loves us. He don't want to punish us, but he do what he feel is needed.
God. All right, we can finish back off.
God. Jonah chapter 2, verse 5. The waters compassed about me, even to thy soul. The depths closed around me round about. The weeds were wrapped about my head.
Right. So the waters, right? Their knowledge has compassed him about them, right? All their talk and all that stuff, because you know, when you're around brothers that's not in the truth or sisters not in the truth, it irks you. Like, oh my goodness, this is so annoying. You know what I'm saying? So their knowledge that walks around about them, it irks his soul. And then when you look at the weeds, right? What is the parable of the weeds, the tares and the shaft and the weeds? What is it? The tares and the
wheat and the tares?
The weeds and the tares, the weeds and the tares, right? You know what I'm saying? These weeds, what do? They wrap around your neck and they choke the life out of you, right? That's what these people are. They wrap around in your neck and they choke the life out of you. And you be like, ugh. That's what they do around a plant. That's why you can't have weeds around a live plant, because it won't be able to grow properly. It will
Hey,
kill it.
hey, to even go deeper with that, the weed wrapped around his head. So you know that Jonah is a prophecy of Yahushua, right?
God,
So him being in the belly of the fish 3 days, 3 nights, Yahushua was in the belly of the earth 3 days, 3 nights.
God,
That weed that's wrapped around Jonah's head, what did they put on Yahushua's head? A crown of thorns.
God.
You know what I'm saying? So, like Michael is saying, it's something that's like choking. You know what I'm saying? Because the crown of thorns on Yahushua, that wasn't pleasant.
God,
You know what I'm saying?
God,
So it's the same way that Jonah's describing this. You know what I'm saying?
God. All right.
Con, keep going.
Yep.
All right. Verse 6. I went down to the bottoms of the mountains. The earth with her bars was about me forever. Yet hast thou brought up my life from corruption, O Lord my God.
Right. He's feel like he's in prison, right? America makes you feel like in prison when you know who you are. When you don't know who you are, you think you free. You think that God won't swing on you when you are not understanding who God is. You think that God don't fight back. You think he's weak. So therefore, that's why you act like the way you act. Just like the scriptures you just brought out earlier. Things don't happen speedily. So we want to sit there and be like, it ain't gonna happen. He ain't hit me yet. So I'm gonna keep on doing it. Man, so it's a time for your punishment. You just be patient for it, right? Continue.
God. Verse 7. When my soul fainted, with me I remembered the Lord, and my prayer came in unto thee into thy holy temple.
Uh-huh.
They that observe lying vanities forsake their own mercy.
And those lying vanities that talk about the idols. These are their idols. They lie and said that their God is the only true God, right? So this is why Jonah's feeling oppressed. Like, why is he in the stomach of a whale talking about these people and they? What do they got to do with you not going to Nineveh? This means that you are around people. So when you're around the other nations, what do? They bring lying vanities, which are idols. That's known for Israel. That's known for the other nations to bring that around us, and we're known to follow them. So he's saying, though, man, this stuff is pissing me off. He want mercy from the Most High. He want to be released, right? Go ahead.
But I will sacrifice unto thee with the voice of thanksgiving. I will pay that I have vowed. Salvation is of the Lord.
Right. He understands, right? I need to get back to my God, right? Go ahead.
And the Lord spake unto the fish, and it vomited out Jonah upon the dry land.
Right. So he allowed them to release him, right? Like, hey, release him. So now Jonah is being released. Now Jonah is going to do his work. But you know how long did that take for Jonah to really realize that? It took him 3 days to realize that he fell off. He took him 3 days to realize that, hey, when God says needs to be done, it's going to be done. God whooped on him for 3 days. Hey, that's the true champ. This man, the man of God that we know, what is it, Exodus 15? He's a man of war. He's the God of war, right? You ain't beat that man. That man undefeated. You can say whatever you want to say. I'm going to do what I want to do, and I'm going to say what I want to say. But let God punch you in the mouth and say that in his face and see what happens. You ain't got a chance. All right, brother, go ahead. Go ahead. What you got going?
I was gonna say we have to pay attention sometimes to how the Most High fights. You know what I'm saying? So when you think you're running, when you think you're challenging the Most High, understand how the Most High will fight this battle, right? When we look at Egypt, he fought the battle with blood, frogs, lice, flies, killing of the livestock, pestilence, boils, hail, darkness, locusts, and then killing all the firstborn. How the hell are you gonna fight that?
God.
You know what I'm saying? Even when you go to the book of Genesis, right? When Nimrod had the Tower of Babel built, how did he fight that? The Most High just confounded everyone's language, couldn't nobody understand each other.
God.
You know how stupid you feel if don't nobody understand nobody? You know
Right,
what I'm
right.
saying? You know what I'm saying?
God.
So it's just like we have to understand how the Most High fights, right? Look at how he punished us. He used other nations. You know what I'm saying? He used other nations. We went into the transatlantic slave trade, you know what I'm saying? So on and so forth, right? We went into multiple captivities. No one is thinking in their mind like this is the Most High swinging on us. You see what I'm saying? We're just like, oh man, we messed up. Now we're back in captivity. You in a fight sometimes with the Most High and don't even know you in the ring.
God.
You know what I'm saying? And
Hey,
like, go ahead.
Salaki, go ahead. I was gonna say when you get done, let me bring this video out to show what you said. How can you fight that?
Yeah, you can bring it out now. It's all right.
Okay, con. Let me get this started over, and then I'm gonna just let it play out. But you continue talking. I'm gonna wait till I get it going and everything.
Okay, come. So let me see. Let me go right here, right? I'm gonna pull my hold on. I'm gonna take your Bible off and I'm gonna put mine up, all right?
Con.
Okay, there we go. Let's go to the book of 2 Samuel and 24.
All right, I'll read it for you.
Con, verse 15.
Con. This is the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 24 and verse 15. And it says, and David said unto Salakia, so the Lord sent a pestilence upon Israel from the morning, even to the time appointed. And there died of the people from Dan, even to Beersheba, 70,000 men.
70,000 men died of the people of Dan from pestilence. You see what I'm saying? So in the Hebrew, pestilence is a plague, right? Disease or, you know what I mean, some sort of plague. How, and this is what I was saying, how do you fight that? You see what I'm saying? How do you fight? What is going on? All right. How do you fight a plague? You know what I mean? If you get a cold, you know what I'm saying? Everybody takes medicine and all types of stuff or whatever. You know what I mean? But you wasn't able to prevent the cold in the first place.
Con.
You see what I'm saying? So you can't fight how the Most High fights.
Con.
You know what I mean? That's like a person who is who's a white belt in karate, right? They just their first day of karate class, and then he go fight Bruce Lee. You know what I'm saying? That's just it's a battle you can't win.
Con.
He got certain skills and certain ways to beat you that you can't even fathom. You see what I'm saying? Let's get Zechariah 14 and 12.
Con. All right, this is the book of Zechariah, chapter 14 and verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
Con, you see how that works? You know what I'm saying? Your eyes, your flesh will consume away. And when you go into the Hebrew on that consuming away, it's to decay or rot. So your skin and your eyes is gonna rot while you standing on your feet. Like I said, there's no way you can fight this. You know what I'm saying? Everyone who tries to challenge the Most High loses. It don't matter who you are. You know, like we said, it yes, it comes to Israel first because we are the ones that's chosen, but he swings on them other nations too. You know what I mean? You got your video ready, Yak?
Con.
Go ahead.
You're gonna have to move your screen, and I'm gonna share mine now.
Yep, I got it. Go ahead.
All right, Con. Do you see my screen?
Uh-uh.
All right, so hold on 1 second. Let me get it. All right. All right, should come on in a second now. You see it now?
Con.
All right, Con. So, like you said, brother, you said they brought pestilence and all that, right? That's what the Most High brought, right? Storms and all these things, man. These are natural disasters from the Most High. How can you stop these disasters, right? Because the first time we hear a siren, when it's whatever city, country we are in, or state, we hear a siren, we're nervous. Don't let the Most High make the clouds get dark and you hear a siren. You know it's a good chance that he's about to drop that tornado thing down. And then when he drop it down, depending on where area you at, like in those tornado valleys like Kansas, Oklahoma, you know what I'm saying? All those states where Tornado Alley at, Texas, and Dallas, Texas. When he swing them things out, man, them things get powerful. F4s, F5s, and there's no running from that. Those things can go 2 miles wide, and you can't stop that. So how do you get away from that? You better hope the Most High have mercy on you. So let me continue playing these things.
Con, what we say the other day, like Arizona, they be having sandstorms.
Con.
You're not running from that.
Con. Hey, a lot of, because see, our people don't know what a sandstorm is like. See, they may think of it like it's just a bunch of dust, you know, just flying. Just imagine you been in that. Like, you ever been in where the wind is blowing real heavy and it's just a small storm and that dust start flying and hitting your eye, you can't see nothing? Like, man, that sandstorm ain't no joke. It's no joke. You got to use the smallest things on the earth and make it as powerful to destroy and kill buildings and people. You can't beat that, man. People be in the hospital with sandstorms.
Channel by the end of this video for awesome luck. Sinkhole.
What are you going to do with that? If you sit in your car and you just do it and God decide to put your car in a sinkhole, well, how you getting out of that? Like, you ain't even see that coming. Why? Because like you said earlier, bro, you said you don't even know you in the ring when you don't even realize you are in the ring with the Most High.
All
right, let me continue it.
Landslide.
Everybody running.
Flash flood. Tsunami. Earthquake.
I don't want no parts of that.
None. Hey, get in the ring with a flood and swing on it and see if you win.
God. Right. What do you do with that?
Right.
What do you do with that? Like, what are you running to? The flood is faster than you. Like, man, let's keep it a buck, man. That's why our people need to see this, because they think this is not God. They just think this is Mother Earth. Man, this is the Most High. Ain't no Mother Earth. This the Most High. All right, go ahead. Go ahead. What you was gonna bring? I'll bring the blue letter back out. Now, tell me where you need me to go.
Okay, let's go. So we're saying that the Most High will swing on Israel, not only Israel, but other nations as well.
God.
Right? Let's go to Matthew 5:45 first.
All right. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, and verse 45. That ye may be the children of your Father, which is in heaven. For he maketh his sun to rise on the evil and on the good, and sendeth rain on the just and on the unjust.
Con. Everyone gets equal. Everyone gets equal whoopings. I'll say that. You know what I'm saying? Uh, now time just determines when and what. You see what I'm saying? These other nations have to answer for the things that they did to Israel, right? So right now might not be the time that they all answer as a nation, but understand that they still get that judgment. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm gonna show you. Nebuchadnezzar was a Babylonian, right? Nebuchadnezzar was a Babylonian. He wasn't an Israelite, but the Most High used him. Same with Pharaoh in Egypt. Most High put him up on high so that way he can display his power unto Israel, right? With Nebuchadnezzar, the power being displayed wasn't just for Israel, it was to show the other nations as well. Because Nebuchadnezzar was the king, he was the top. You see what I'm saying? Let's get the book of Daniel, chapter 4.
You want verse 1?
Nah, we'll do 14 and 15. I mean, no, we'll do 15 and 16, then we'll jump down to verse 25.
God. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 4, and verse 15. Nevertheless, leave the stump of his roots in the earth, even with a band of iron and brass in the tender grass of the field, and let it be wet with the dew of heaven, and let its portion be with the beasts in the grass of the earth.
So his portion is going to be with the beast, right? This is the prophecy of what is to come. You see what I'm saying? It's the prophecy of what is to come. Let's jump down to verse 25 and 26.
God. All right. Verse 25. That they shall drive thee from men, and thy dwelling shall be with the beasts. Shall be with the beasts of the field, and they shall make thee to eat grass as oxen, and they shall wet thee with the dew of heaven. And 7 times shall pass over thee, till thou know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will.
For those of y'all that don't know, a time is a year. Okay. You can find this out. You can look in the Hebrew, and I'll show you right now. All right.
You want me to pull it up?
Yeah, pull it up for me, y'all.
Rocket's thing moving on slow on here. Let me get to it. There you go. All right.
So for those that don't know, like I said, a time is equal to a year. All right. You can also see this in the book of Genesis during the flood and so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? You can see what a time is. It'll kind of count it for you. You know what I mean? So the prophecy is that Nebuchadnezzar will be in the field 7 times. So for 7 years. All right. Go ahead. Keep going. Verse 26.
All right, Con. Let me get back in there, Salakia. All right. What was it? What chapter was it again?
4. Daniel 4.
Daniel 4, Con. 4 and 26, right?
Yep.
All right, Con. All right. Verse 26. And whereas they commanded to leave the stump of the tree roots, thy kingdom shall be sure unto thee. After that thou shalt have known that the heavens do rule.
See, so the Most High is going to use Nebuchadnezzar to show Nebuchadnezzar he's not the one in power. See what I'm saying? That it comes from the Most High. Even though he's not an Israelite, the Most High can use whoever he wants, however he wants. You see what I'm saying? So he's just going to show Nebuchadnezzar that he's the one in power. All right. Let's drop down to 30.
All right, verse 30. The king spake and said, is not this great Babylon that I have built for the house of the kingdom by the might of my power and for the honor of my majesty.
See, Nebuchadnezzar got high-minded. He feel like since he the one in power, it's all on him. You see what I'm saying? It's all on him. And this is how other nations think as well. You know what I'm saying? Other nations feel like they're the ones doing it. They're not really realizing the Most High is putting them in this position for a reason. You see what I'm saying? It's for a reason. Because even then, Daniel was high in power in Babylon. You see what I'm saying? Daniel had power in Babylon. We were just in captivity. So we're under Nebuchadnezzar's regime, but he ain't put himself there. The Most High using him for a reason. You see? Go ahead.
All right. Verse 31. While the word was in the king's mouth, there fell a voice from heaven, saying, O king Nebuchadnezzar, to thee it is spoken, the kingdom is departed from thee.
Go ahead.
And they shall drive thee from men, and thy dwelling shall be with the beasts of the field. They shall make thee to eat grass as oxen, and 7 times shall pass over thee, until thou know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will. Okay, keep going.
You know what? No, I'm not going to have you read the whole thing. Let's drop down to verse 37.
All right, verse 37. Now I, Nebuchadnezzar, praise and extol and honor the King of heaven, all whose works are true, and his ways judgment, and those that walk in pride he is able to abase.
See, so those that walk in pride he's able to abase. If you think that you're up here, the Most High will knock you down. You see what I'm saying? So what Nebuchadnezzar didn't realize, he stepped in the ring with the Most High when he got all prideful and boastful about himself. You see what I'm saying? He stepped in the ring, and the Most High laid him out. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I say this all the time as well, and y'all probably heard me say this before. If you become reprobate or have strong delusions, you do not know. That is something the Most High puts on you, and you won't know it. So you think that the Most High, you think that Nebuchadnezzar was out there eating grass and he just knew he was cool with it? Nah. It said in verse 30, no. Verse 32, it says, until thou know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. See what I'm saying? So the punishment was for him to be out in the field for 7 years, and then he would find out that it really falls on the Most High, not him. See? So let's bring another thing on Babylon. Let's go to Isaiah 14.
You want verse 10?
Yeah, verse 10 down to 15.
All right, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 10. And they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we are? No, Salakia. Art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us?
See, everyone's going to see Babylon get knocked down. In the time of Nebuchadnezzar, everyone's seen it, right? Everyone's seen Nebuchadnezzar get brought down, be in the field, so on and so forth, right? So this Isaiah 14 is going into a later prophecy. We can see that started from chapter 13, but this is speaking of the king of Babylon. You see what I'm saying? And everyone's going to see king of Babylon or the daughter of Babylon, however you want to put it, get knocked down. You see what I'm saying? And who's going to knock it down? The Most High. Let's go.
All right. Verse 11. Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations?
See, so how art thou fallen from heaven? It's not talking about what Christianity be thinking, like there's a dragon that gets cast out from heaven because he went to war with God in heaven. It's not talking about that. You see what I'm saying? And old Lucifer. Lucifer is the morning star, right? So it has to do with a power. It has to do with a power. Babylon was very, very powerful. You know what I'm saying? Babylon was very powerful, but it's going to be knocked down in front of everyone. And the question is, how did you get cut down? You're the one who weakened the nations. So we could say this for right now, right? We could say America. America weakens other nations and everything, right? But America's going to get knocked down. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
All right, verse 13. For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north.
Mm.
I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
See, this is the problem. That was the problem with Nimrod. That was the problem with Nebuchadnezzar getting all high and mighty. This is the problem with America right now. You see what I'm saying? So even though these people are not Israelites, the Most High will still give you an uppercut. You know what I'm saying? Because for you to challenge the Most High, who do you think you are? You see what I'm saying? Let's drop down to 21.
Verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Go ahead.
For I will rise up against them, says the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, says the Lord. I will also make it a possession for the bittern and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, says the Lord of hosts.
See what I'm saying? So, like we said, even the other nations, they have a punishment to come. You know what I mean? They got one thing that these other nations don't realize, because, you know, us as Israel, we know to follow the Most High. We know to keep law, statutes, and commandments. We know to have faith in Yahushua, right? The other nations, they don't really realize none of this, so they got to get in the ring whether they want to or not. You see what I'm saying? They have to. It's not even a choice. You know what I'm saying? It's not even a choice. Let's go 26 and 27.
Verse 26. This is the purpose that is purpose. Salakia. This is the purpose that is proposed upon the whole earth. And this is the hand that is stretched out on all the nations. For the Lord of hosts hath proposed, and who shall disannul it? And his hand is stretched out, and who shall turn it back?
See, so this is already set in place. You know what I'm saying? This is already set in place. It's and the hand is stretched out. You know what I mean? We're saying the title of this class is Your Arms is Too Short to Box with God. His arm stretches out. You can't run. You can't hide. You're not out of his reach. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It doesn't work like that. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, the other nations will be in the ring and not even have a choice but to be in that fight. You know what I'm saying? I land right there.
Well said. Right? Because, like, understand, man, even as us, man, we don't see the severity of how we supposed to move with God. We think that we have an idea, but we have no idea. Right? So I'm gonna bring out another person. I'm gonna bring out King Saul, right? Let me get 1 Samuel, right? Let me get 1 Samuel chapter 13. I just want 8 through 14 real quick.
Come.
8, I'm gonna go down. And just start at verse 8. Salakia. think I got this wrong. 1 Samuel chapter 13. My bad. Let me go.
You good. You good. All right, this book of 1 Samuel chapter 13, verse 8. And he tarried 7 days, according to the set time that Samuel had appointed. But Samuel came not to Gilgal, and the people were scattered from him.
All right, so before we even go forward, understand in this chapter, this is when Saul is going down, and the Philistines are ready to come after them. And Saul's gathering up everybody, is getting everybody going. But he's nervous, right? He's nervous because he's trying to get information from Samuel. So he's calling on Samuel like, hey, I need to get some advice. We need to do some sacrifices. But instead of waiting on the Lord, Samuel took matter in his own hands. And that's the same thing that we do. While we get beat up in life, we don't have patience. We want to do things while it's not our turn to do anything. We can't just relax and wait on the Most High when we know that we have an idea of what we're going to take care of, and we know that we need Him to help us through. So when we rush things in life, you mess around and get beat up in life because you haven't taken the time to examine. Like when you're about to, if you're going to in a boxing match, right? Before you go into the ring, you examine your opponent. You want to know how his footwork moves. You want to see if he's left-handed, right-handed. Is he a good defensive fighter? You want to examine. It's the same thing in life. You want to examine your options, and you want to come to the Most High before you think this is the right thing to do. See, this is why David had a better relationship with God, because he knew before he made a move, he wanted to come to the Father. But we know that in certain situations, when David did come to the Father, he fell weak. But this is what King Saul, why King Saul fell off like this is because he was never supposed to be chosen to be the king, because the Most High was the only king we had. And our people wanted another king. So guess what? The Most High said, let him have it, because I'm going to show you how weak your king is compared to me. He can't fight your battles like I can fight your battles. So the Most High allowed him to get whooped. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 9. And Saul said, bring hither a burnt offering to me, and peace offerings. And he offered the burnt offering.
Uh-huh.
And it came to pass that as soon as he had made an end of offering the burnt offering, behold, Samuel came.
Who came?
Samuel came.
Right, because if he would have waited, then the offering would have been done properly. And we're going to show you why the offering wasn't done properly. Continue.
And Saul went out to meet him, that he might salute him. And Samuel said, what hast thou done? And Saul said, because I saw that the people were scattered from me, and that thou camest not within the days appointed, and that the Philistines gathered themselves together at Mishmash.
So understand, as you a king, you're not supposed to be a people pleaser.
Right.
That's what Saul was doing. He wanted to please the people because he wanted people to like him. Understand, rather if you a captain, sergeant, chief, officer, you have to understand everybody's not going to like you. Why? Because they don't like the position you in. And then they don't trust your authority. That's what Saul was trying to do. I want people to trust my authority. So I'm going to do things that's not a part of my authority, and that made them fall. And that's what Israel do. We want to get in everybody's business and try to tell people what to do, and it ain't even your place. You want to tell sisters, like when it comes to the sisters, you want to tell sisters how she should cook her food. This is what you should do. This is how you're supposed to season it up. This is how you're supposed to sew it up. But you don't even sew nothing at all, and you don't even cook nothing at all. That's wrong. Stay in your lane, right? Because Saul, if he stayed in his lane, knowing that he's the king, he wouldn't care what the people said. He would just say, hey, we about this action. Let's go ahead and do it. Right? Go watch this. Go ahead.
Verse 12, right?
Yep.
Therefore said I, the Philistines will come down now upon me to Gilgal, and I have not made supplication unto the Lord. I forced myself therefore and offered a burnt offering.
Watch what Samuel say. Go ahead.
And Samuel said to Saul, thou hast done foolishly. Thou hast not kept the commandment of the Lord thy God, which he commanded thee. For now would the Lord have established thy kingdom upon Israel forever.
So what did Saul do wrong? Right? Let's bring it out, right? Let me get a couple scriptures. Give me Exodus 28 and 1, right? Let's start right there.
Book of Exodus 28, verse 1. And take thou unto thee Aaron thy brother, and his sons with him.
My bad. I went in the wrong one. I went in. Go. All right, I know what I'm doing. I'm hitting on 0. Hold on. Why is it doing it? Give me 1 second. I want to put it up on my screen so I can follow you. All right,
Come. Exodus 28 and verse 1. And take thou unto thee Aaron thy brother, and his sons with him, from among the children of Israel, that he may minister unto me in the priest's office, even Aaron, Nadab, Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar, Aaron's sons.
Right. So Aaron's sons are in the priest's office. Right. So now let's go to 29, verse 1.
Exodus
So
chapter
this is what
29,
they're
verse
supposed
1.
to do. This is what the priests are supposed to do. Not the king, but the priest. Let's go ahead.
Come. And this is the thing that thou shalt do unto them that to hallow them, to minister unto me in the priest's office. Take one young bullock and 2 rams without blemish,
Uh-huh.
and unleavened bread, and cakes unleavened tempered with oil, and wafers unleavened anointed with oil, of wheaten flour shalt thou make them.
And you know what? Just stop right there. All I wanted to show was Samuel, all he had to do was wait for Samuel to do the sacrifice. So, but he chose not to do it. He was in a rush worrying. Oh, the Philistines gonna kill us, and these people don't trust me. Instead of him putting his trust in the Most High, he took advantage of his own self and said, you know what, I'm gonna do it myself. And he failed. See, little small things and details, when you don't work and you don't study what you're supposed to do, you will fall short. So when you think you got it together and you really don't, you will end up like Saul. You rather if you feel like, hey, everybody should listen to me because I got it all figured out. But no, you need to wait on the Most High, because you have to let him guide you and help you direct people if you're going to be in position. You can't take your chest and beat it like everybody should listen to me because I have authority over everybody. Rulership don't work like that. It works as a team. Rather, if you may be the head, it's still that you're going to need other people to give you advice so you can listen, right? Let's get back to Samuel 8 and 14 real quick. But I think we are on where he left off. Let's see. No, 13. I'm Salakia. It's 13. Why do I keep saying 8? Salakia. 13. I think we are at is when he called him a fool. So we are at 13.
13.
Okay. Samuel 13 and 13.
13 and 13. And Samuel said to Saul, thou hast done foolishly. Thou hast not kept the commandment of the Lord thy God, which he commanded thee. For now would the Lord have established thy kingdom upon Israel forever.
Uh-huh.
But now thy kingdom shall not continue. The Lord hath sought him a man after his own heart.
And that's talking about David, right? He's talking about David. Go ahead.
And the Lord hath commanded him to be the captain over his people, because thou hast not kept that which the Lord commanded thee.
Right. So when you got gifts from the Most High to do things, the Most High can move you out the way and say, you know what, since you don't do everything right and I tell you what to do, I'm going to remove you and bring somebody in front of you. And guess what ended up happening? Jealousy starts happening. And guess who started up that jealousy? The Most High. The Most High started the whole jealousy. Why? Because you refuse to follow and listen. And it's the same thing when we dealing with today in America, right? We're mad at the other nations going on vacations, driving in nice cars, having a lot of money, being in nice houses. And a lot of us, we stay in the slums. But you're mad at the white people and say, well, shoot, the slavery did that to us. Slavery was because if they would have never put us in slavery and did this would have never happened. No, if you would have listened to the Most High would have never dotted your eye.
Man, hey, how you fight poverty? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You can have a job. You can do all that. You know what I'm saying? But how you fight poverty? Most High keep you there.
God.
You know what I'm saying? How you fight racism?
God.
You know what I'm saying? There's certain things that the Most High uses to fight with that we can't defend. You know what I'm saying? We can't put our guard up for that. You see what I'm saying?
God.
Like I said, that's a losing battle, man, trying to fight with the Most High. You know,
can't do nothing with it.
Yeah.
You can't do nothing with it.
Like how you was speaking about the priest's office, right? In Leviticus 10, remember he killed Aaron's sons.
Nadab and Abihu.
right. He killed them for lighting strange fire.
Wow.
You know, and it was because the Most High wanted things done in a certain way. You see what I'm saying? And they did it wrong, and he killed them. You see what I'm saying? None of us have a choice of when our body drops.
God.
You see what I'm saying? Yahweh Shai says every hair on your head is numbered. You can't fight that. You can't prevent it. You can't prolong it. You can't do none of that.
God.
You see what I'm saying? So you cannot fight the Most High. You know
give me 2 Samuel 11, starting at verse 1. Well said with that, because you can't do nothing with that. Rather, if you think you got a better chance of going around it, man, the Most High know everything and every angle on the ring. You can't go nowhere without him busting you up. When you thinking that you gonna block that punch and dodge that and run from that and duck that, he has a shot every movement you make. You want to block, he can go straight to the glove. If you want to duck, he'll uppercut you. Like, if you're going to run, he's going to corner you. He's going to put you on the ropes. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can really do because you can't run and hide from the Most High. Right before you do that, give me Proverbs 15:3 before we do that. Because you can't run and hide from the Most High. You cannot run and hide.
Book of Proverbs 15, verse 3. The eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the evil and the good.
The Most High sees everything. So when you think he's sleeping, he's not sleeping. He sees everything. Man, this man, the Most High is so out cold. You got to think how powerful this man is. He has a split personality. If you want to get real, the Most High has a split personality. One hand on his left, he's destroying everything. But then in the meantime, he's angry at something. But then another side, on the right side, he's blessing and taking care of the people that's following his commandments. Like, how do you balance evil and good at the same time? Think about it. How can you balance evil and good? How can you feel when you're so angry that you're destroying, and then at the same time you're blessing and showing love at the same time? You can't do that. You're going to have one way or you're going to have the other. One way you're going to be happy and you're going to do this and do that. And then the next thing you're going to be angry. Because when you're in the wrath, you black out. There ain't no peace that I want to go help this on this way and that's it. No, you don't even see the people that's holding you back when you black out. You don't know what's happening. But then on the meantime, he's also being kind on the right side. That's something that we don't understand. So how you gonna fight that? The man's eyes is everywhere, but holding the good and the evil. He's doing things all at once. Man, that man is nothing to play with. He's nothing to play with. But we, as Israelites, we so prideful, we think that we can take on anything. Man, we be talking so much junk, dog, and it be especially the dudes that ain't been in nothing. They will always say, this is what I would have done if it was me. I would have said this and I would have hit him that way, and then he wouldn't even realize it. But you know that brother or that sister's pattern. You don't do nothing when things happen anyway. So we always want to be brave. And then we want to be brave against our God, like our God is weak or something. We say the stupidest stuff. Man, shoot, hey, I'm going to die someday. I might as well do what I want to do now. And you don't know what you're saying.
Right.
You really don't know what you're saying.
Hey, they think he's weak because they got that image in their mind of that Caesar Borgia. You know what I'm saying?
God.
They think he a long-haired hippie. You know what I'm saying?
Who's scared of that? Who gonna be think about who really scared of that?
Right.
Right. Like that's the guy we're supposed to be scared. This is the guy that's coming to save us. This man look like he's gonna get beat up. We have to fight his battle. Shoot. Shoot.
God.
Man, hey, let's go back to 2 Samuel, man. Let me get back to 2 Samuel. 2 Samuel 11. Start at the top.
All right.
Verse 11.
Book of 2 Samuel, chapter 11, verse 1. And it came to pass, after the year was expired, at the time when kings go forth to battle, that David sent Joab and his servants with him, and all Israel, and they destroyed the children of Ammon and besieged Rabbah. Did I say that right? Rabbah.
Yeah.
But David tarried still at Jerusalem.
All right, so key thing, right? In this verse right here, it said, at the time when kings go forth to battle. So this was a battle that David should have went. But he was like, you know what? Nah, Joab, I already know you a warrior. You got this. I'm going to sit this one out. Rather, David was tired because he already, when you read the last chapter 10, he went, I think if I'm not mistaken, he was fighting against the Philistines because they came out to Jerusalem, tried to knock him out and everything. They tried to knock out, try to destroy it, and David had to leave, and they went to go to war, and David killed a lot of them. And then this is the battle where they was about to go out and fight again, and David said, hey, I'm good. Y'all go ahead, Joab. Bring the service. I'm going to stay back, right? Go ahead. Verse 2.
Verse 2, and it came to pass in an evening tide that David arose from off his bed and walked upon the roof of the king's house. And from the roof, he saw a woman washing herself, and the woman was very beautiful to look upon. And David sent and inquired after the woman, and one said, is not this Bathsheba, the daughter of Eliam, the wife of Uriah the Hittite? And David sent messengers and took her, and she came in unto him, and he lay with her, for she was purified from her uncleanness, and she returned unto her house.
So David took her. He knew that her husband is at war. But see, that was David's problem. He should have went to war. This was at the time when the kings went forth to battle. But see, another thing what beat us up is the idle time. See, the Most High will put a spirit on an idle mind when you open the door to be idle. And that idol will put you in the midst of sin. God will tell people, hey, I need you to go out there and put this word out. Or I need you to go over here and do this and go do that. What we do, like, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I'm gonna do that one tomorrow, and I'm gonna chill. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired from work. I don't feel like doing it right now. Okay. The Most High put that spirit of idol on you, and you don't want to do nothing, then you start finding yourself in sin. Because if you would have went to war, you would have never have took Uriah's wife. But that's why the scriptures in Deuteronomy says that a king shall not have multiple wives. And what that is going into is that you shouldn't even be having multiple wives of men that was already taken. You don't have to be greedy. You don't have to be greedy. So that's what David did. He took his wife out of greed and power. He didn't have to do that. Why? Because I'm the king. I can do what I want. Who's going to say no to me? And that's the same thing with Israel operate. I'm the man. I'll run these streets. Who going to knock me off this block? And soon and later, you think you the man, then the Most High send someone to blow your head off. And now you're no longer the man. Now you're just a memory in the streets. And then you got the people that blew your head off are taking over your place. And then God gonna set them up, blow them up, or take them into prison. There's no such thing as a successful gang member or a successful killer in the street. You don't have no success in that. So therefore, David being the king, hey, he feel like I'm the man. Can't nobody stop me. I'm gonna take this man's wife, and I have a plan how I'm gonna do it, and this is how I'm gonna set it up, so he would never know. Continue to read, bro.
Verse 5. And the woman conceived and sent and told David and said, I am with child.
He like, oh shoot.
Right.
I just messed up.
Right.
But that's what an idle mind do. You should have went to war. You should have went to war. Ain't nobody touching you, David, in that war. You should have went to war, called it a day, but you was at home idle and you laid with a man's wife, and now she pregnant. That brother didn't even think about pulling out. You know, they just went all the way in. I don't mind, man. It's a terrible thing to waste, man. Go ahead.
And David sent to Joab, saying, send me Uriah the Hittite. And Joab sent Uriah to David.
See, when you are wicked, you always trying to find and cover up your wickedness. You try to be slick. You know what I'm saying? David didn't want to go in and tell him what he did to his wife. David have a plan to be slick. He knew that he couldn't show himself as a king that broke the law. So he had to make sure he tried to cover it up. And Uriah was the biggest cover up. Go ahead.
And when Uriah was come unto him, David demanded of him how Joab did, and how the people did, and how the war prospered. And David said to Uriah, go down to thy house and wash thy feet. And Uriah departed out of the king's house, and there followed him a mess of meat from the king's.
All right, hold on. So we gonna go down a little bit more, because I want to get to where Nathan had came and told him.
And told him.
Yeah.
Right.
It might be the next one. It might be in chapter 12.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it is. All right. So
yeah.
Start at verse 1.
All right. 2 Samuel chapter 12, verse 1. And the Lord sent Nathan unto David, and he came unto him and said unto him, there were two men in one city, the one rich and the other poor.
And he's referenced David and Uriah, right? So understand, that's just how we are as Israelites, right? Sometimes what we want to do when we already have something, we want to take somebody else's, right? That's covetousness, right? We want to take what's not ours, right? But go ahead.
I like this story, Yak, because the way Nathan approaches David, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. David was hypocritical in this sense. You know what I'm saying? And it shows you, you know what I mean? And that's why I like the story, because he doesn't even realize that it's geared toward him.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Verse 2. The rich man had exceeding many flocks and herds, but the poor man had nothing save one little ewe lamb, which he had bought and nourished up, and it grew up together with him and with his children. It did eat of his own meat and drank of his own cup and lay in his bosom and was unto him as a daughter.
He's just talking about the ewe lamb and all that, etc. Is talking about one man had a little one ewe lamb and all that, etc. And the other one had more. That's just saying that was the wives. You have multiple wives, but you're going to take somebody else that only had one wife? You know what I'm saying? But go ahead.
And there came a traveler unto the rich man, and he spared to take of his own flock and of his own herd, to dress for the wayfaring man that was come unto him, but took the poor man's lamb and dressed it for the man that was come to him.
Mhm.
And David's anger was greatly kindled against the man. And he said to Nathan, as the Lord liveth, the man that had done this thing surely die.
That's what Israel do. We hypocrites. We feel like, hey, you know you done something wrong, but then you would say, hey, no, that dog deserved death. But when you did it, do you deserve death? You know what I'm saying? He had to really examine, because like you said, Nathan came with it really into analogy of it, and a metaphorical way, I shall say. He broke it down in a metaphorical way of prophecy, and he understood like, yeah, that man shall die, but he also just put it on himself like, you're right, you should die. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead.
And he shall restore the lamb fourfold, because he did this thing, and because he had no pity.
Uh-huh.
And Nathan said to David, thou art the man.
You are the one. Why? Because you should have waited on the Most High. You should have went to war. You should have left her alone. Because when we gain, this is why a lot of us don't have a lot of money in this captivity. Because soon as we get, I mean, not in this captivity, in this truth, right? And I'm not saying anybody with a lot of money in this truth is wrong. But when we come into riches and stuff like that, this is reasons why the Most High don't give a man riches at all times. Not every man. Why? Because we start thinking that we are above the world. Then we start thinking less of our neighbor and thinking that we can have what our neighbors want because we got the money to do it. So we thinking that we got the power. And that's where, while in this captivity, when you look at Deuteronomy 28, everything has to fit through the curses through finances. It's always, but God broke our pockets. This is why the woman don't want a man, because the man don't have no money in his pockets. They don't want a man now. Why? Because God beat your pockets up because you want to do whatever you want to do. He just don't swing on your face, man. He'll beat your finances up. He'll beat your health up. He'll beat your friends where they tell you they don't want to hang around you no more. He'll beat you up in a car accident. You could be driving and the car come out of nowhere, bang, tear you up. Because you think you above everybody. All it takes is a little bit of pride, and the Most High will use that to humble you down. And that's what David had to do when he finds out that this is talking about him. He had to humble down. All right, go ahead.
And Nathan said to David, thou art the man. Thus saith the Lord God of Israel, I anointed thee king over Israel, and I delivered thee out of the hand of Saul. And I gave thee thy master's house and thy master's wives into thy bosom. And I gave thee the house of Israel and of Judah. And if that had been too little, I would moreover have given unto thee such and such things.
I jumped down to 10.
Verse 10. Now therefore the sword shall never depart from thine house.
Right. So understand that. That's a beat down. Now, when he said the sword shall never depart of the house, that means your own family member is going to turn your back on you. Your own children is going to fight against you and try to kill you. It's the same thing here. You get in this truth right now and you decide to take a venture on the outside of this truth, the Most High will bring a sword of your people against you. You wonder why you can't get back on your feet. Because you have turned your feet away from the Most High. You start walking in the midst of sin instead of walking in the midst of the truth, and then that's when the Most High start devouring you. You wonder why that you can't get along with everybody like you used to. Why? Because the Most High put a sword in your house. Your wife leaves you, right? Your children hate you, right? The dog barks at you for no apparent reason now. The Most High will turn your dog against you in your own house, man. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand, man, you can't beat this man. You lose in every angle. I read a little bit of that, and then we'll and whatever you got next, and then we'll go from there.
I was gonna say too, you know what's crazy is this is the only sin that was accredited to David. You know what I'm saying? Out of all the things David did, this is the only one that the Most High held against him.
Con.
You know, that's a code. It's, like I said, the Most High code. He code.
God.
Verse 11. Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up evil against thee out of thine own house, and I will take thy wives before thine eyes, and give them unto thy neighbor, and he shall lie with thy wives in the sight of his son.
Right, and that's just talk about what his son did, took one of his wives and laid with her in the open. Right, that's what he did, right? You see, you don't he made sure that David felt how Uriah would have felt if Uriah was alive. So therefore, the sacrifice still came through of death, because anything that you kill another man, death is supposed to be the judgment back on that person. But instead, David being the sacrifice of death, God used the baby for the sacrifice of death.
Con. And that's and he used the baby because David had a promise given to him. You know what I'm saying? He had a promise given to him. For those of y'all that don't really know, the promise was a covenant of salt. You see what I'm saying? Which is like a perpetual promise. David and the Levites are the only ones that had the covenant of salt with the Most High.
God.
So the Most High took it out on him and Bathsheba's child.
God.
Keep going, right?
No, that's it. That was it for me.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Con. You know, we're saying that you can't fight the Most High, right? So let's get Exodus 32 and 33.
All right. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 32 and verse 33. And the Lord said unto Moses, whosoever hath sinned against me, him will I blot out of my book.
You know how cold that is for you to get to the gate and these angels turn you away because you was blotted out? You know what I'm saying? Like there's like we're saying, like there's no way you could win the fight against the Most High. Like I said, don't even step in the ring, because how can you're not going to argue, you're not going to plead your case to try to be put into that book if he already blotted you out. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things that me and Sarge is bringing out, you cannot fight against. You know what I'm saying? You can't. You're going an uphill battle, carrying things on your back, plus pushing a wheelbarrow. You know what I'm saying? With chains on your feet, like there's no winning this. You know, there's no winning this at all. You know what I mean? Even what is it? Acts chapter 9, right?
I get it for you. What verse?
Let's do 8 and 9.
All right. I did the book of Acts, chapter 9 and verse 8. And Saul arose from the earth, and when his eyes were open, he saw no man, but they led him by the hand and brought him into Damascus. And he was 3 days without sight, and neither did he eat or nor drink.
See that? You know what I'm saying? That this is Paul. We all know that this is Paul. That Saul is Paul, right? But look at how he got done. He got blinded for 3 days. For 3 days. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we have no control in this fight. You know what I'm saying? We have no control in this battle. The Most High can blind you. The Most High can take away your speech, can take away your hearing. You know what I'm saying? He was blinded for 3 days. The Most High could have let him be blind permanently. You know what I'm saying? But let me show you a little bit of my power real fast. You're going to be blind for 3 days, and then I need you to do some work. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this is just not a fight we can win. You know what I'm saying? What's the movie State Property? Get down or lay down.
God,
you,
straight up.
know, you know what I'm saying? If you don't get down with the Most High, you're gonna lay down some form of fashion.
God.
You know what I'm saying? Some form of fashion. You're gonna
Hey,
lay down.
give me Deuteronomy 28 real quick and give me verse 15.
Copy.
Verse 15 and 16. And I'm gonna share my screen with this video.
Okay. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Uh-huh.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
All right, so let me share my screen real quick. Right, I'm going to show this video. Right, so this is part of the curse that's in the city. Right, so this we have to understand. What we just read in Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15, it said if we don't keep these commandments and these laws, he was going to put a curse. So guess what? When you in LA, right? This is what's happening in LA right now. And a lot of our people is homeless out there. That's the Black and Latino people out there, the so-called Black and Latino out there, right? So let's watch what's going on right here. I ain't gonna play the whole thing. I want to show a little skits of it, right? Because this is what happens. Not saying that their circumstances, like they could have had a good job and all that, it was et cetera, et cetera. But understand God's curse is the curse. If you don't keep the commandments, he's going to make your city look bad. So, and you being in that city looking bad, you become homeless. So, curse that thou shalt be in the city, it also is a representation of being homeless, right? So, let me go ahead.
Homeless count is in, and LA leaders say the numbers here are tragic. The homeless population in the county is up 13% from last year, as the city of LA saw a 14% jump. NBC4's John Kattis Klimek has been covering Southern California's streets of shame and exposes where the mistakes have been made.
The homeless count may represent a single.
Look at that. Look at it. They tabernacle now. It ain't even tabernacle time, but they outside tabernacle. Like, you know why? Because our people don't want to listen to God. They out there on a hard concrete, sleeping outside, making a bridge their home like they're trolls. See, that's again that the Most High can make you from a king to a troll, from a troll to death, to sickness to death. Like this man don't play no games, but we stood around, continue to play with him like if there's no God. We want to go around, look at white Jesus, and then we want to go around and say God is not real. And then we wonder why life is beating us up like this.
Moment in time for the population on LA's streets of shame, but the increase year to year has many questions.
And guess what? You're looking for help and peace, and the government don't even care about you. He got y'all all outside. Don't even care one thing about y'all. And y'all, because y'all, you know why? If you don't care, the Most High don't care about you.
Why it keeps rising.
No surprise at all.
It's all our people in line. All our people, right? Not saying we ain't gonna see no Edomites here, but guess what? Majority is all our people trying to get in, trying to find a place to stay. Why? Because all these people don't want to keep the commandments. And God made it plain upon tables. If you don't keep my commandments, I'm going to do this to you. And we think he's playing games. These people got hit so hard that they got stars over their head. That's that delusion spirit that he hit you on. He punched you with that delusional punch. And now you walking around, don't even realize what's going on. You don't even know how you got here. What got you to this place? You asked one of them brothers or sisters, what do you think how this made you homeless? How did you become homeless? Right? You know what they're going to say? Man, life is hard. I ain't have enough money. And then, my family, they ain't love me no more. No. You didn't keep the commandments of God. You wanted to do what you wanted to do. That's why. But you can change that. See, God also gives us a way to change. We don't have to be in these conditions no matter if we are in a captivity. We don't have to be like that. That's what he said in Jeremiah 29. that you can build your homes, you can get your wives, and you can go ahead and plant your gardens. You can do whatever you want. You can make your money in the time of your captivity. But since we love captivity so much, we don't believe we are in captivity. And this is what happens. These are examples. We have to understand. Our people needed to see an example because God is always making examples out of us. And these are the examples. These people right here that don't keep commandments. So that's what their life is like. So if you want to live like that, continue to break the commandments. If you want to stay thick like that, continue to keep breaking the commandments. Continue on with it.
But we are challenged
Let me
anew.
fast forward a little bit of this.
So that is true.
And NBC4 is committed to covering the homeless crisis with our Streets of Shame series. So if you have a story,
I'm going to finish that portion out, right? Let me give you got any more things because I got a couple more. If you got a couple more things,
no, I'm good. Okay.
All right, so let me show now. Let me get this point right here, right? Let me get this right. Let me get Proverbs 24:17 real quick. Bring that up on your screen if you don't mind.
You want me to take this one down?
Yeah, let me close this one out. Yep. Yeah, bring Proverbs 24:17 in. Yep.
All right. Book of Proverbs, chapter 20. Chapter 24 and verse 17. Rejoice not when thine enemy falleth, and let not thine heart be glad when he stumbleth.
I'm going somewhere with that, right? So I'm going to show you something right here, right? I'm going to share my screen real quick. I'm going to show something right here because this is all about what Israel do. We love to make fun of somebody's troubles. That's what we love doing. So let me share my screen with this one because we think everything is a game. We think everything is funny. We think that, hey, this as long as it ain't me, ain't got nothing to do with me, right? But when Israel, one man fall in Israel, guess what? It should affect everybody, right? So watch this. Let's put this on real quick. All right, so watch this clown, and hold on, Salakia. Trying to get on there real quick. Watch this clown trying to be funny.
Josiah Johnson, we have yet to see Gilbert Arenas saying very tough Thursday for some. Oh, here he comes. With the, hey, how y'all doing, baby? What's up, big dog? Info. Huh? Inform. Oh, let's say info. Inform? No. This is lunch. Inform.
If people don't know what's going on right now, it's an NBA scandal. And you know they like to make Israel the face of the scandal. And they already saying this, the mafia is behind it. But they don't talk about the mafia. They're only talking about the black people, that's the sports the sports people in there. Chauncey Billups, what's the other brother? Damian Jones and Terry Rozier, and so on, right? So they're making these rumors about what's going on, that they did some gambling in the NBA, right? So real talk, why I'm bringing him out is because the reason why he has the informant bag, if you knew what was going on a while ago, he was in the same kind of predicament about the gambling with mafia things, right? So now he gets out and he's free, and rumors saying that he may be the reason why he got out, and why Chauncey Billups and all these other players are in jeopardy of going to jail or whatever. So these things allegedly had happened, right? But you know, when you laughing at your brother, the Most High don't see no fun in that. When you thinking it's funny, the Most High would turn that laughter and put it upon you. You don't laugh at what your brother is going through when it becomes evil. Rather, they put it on themselves. Right now, the Most High fighting. But when you think it's funny and the Most High don't think it's funny because you're laughing at your neighbor, the Most High will turn that thing on you. So we always want to be laughing and thinking everything is a game because it ain't got nothing to do with us. Wait till he punch you in your eye and tell me how your eye gonna look after you get done with them. So let me finish playing this a little bit.
Just got back. You got a Big Mac in there? See, I'm the. Hey, listen, I ain't gonna lie, they treat you good over there. The first 48. At noon, they give you coffee in there? Give you coffee in there?
He did all that for a Danish.
Right?
No, I got breakfast on.
Okay. So on. He's trying to make fun and say like they're claiming that he snitched. He probably did, but I'm not the one. I'm not in that business. But I could say that, hey, we got to understand that these nations are trying to make a mockery of us, make it seem like everything is our fault. And these are the biggest people that stole the whole entire earth and changed names and hide behind it and said we're guilty for everything. This is why the Bible says, give me Obadiah 12, mean 1 verse 12. I mean, just verse 12, because it ain't no chapter or anything. Give me Obadiah verse 12 real quick. You know what? Hold on. Before you do that, let me play this other video. I'm going to play this other video real quick because this is why Obadiah 12 has to come out. Let me play this real quick. Now, this doggone devil right here. And this is what happens. We shouldn't make covenants with these people, right? This is another downfall while we get punched in the eye, right? So let me play this video. Watch this video.
And check out this cute video that the OKC Zoo just posted.
Okay, you have to see this. This is Finn. We're about to show. Oh my goodness, take a look at him. He's a resident of the Oklahoma City Zoo. And this week, the zoo's ape caretaker took over their Instagram, and we are all loving that they did. And as you can see, Finn was fascinated.
Definitely ready for his close-up there.
Kind of looks like you when you take a picture.
It kind of does.
I don't think y'all heard that. Let me play it, rewind a little bit more back. What did she just say?
Kind of looks like you when you take a picture.
Kind of looks like you on live TV. These people don't give a damn about you, man. And guess what he said? Yeah, kind of do look like me. Cool.
Yeah, old coon.
Cool. And you're a laughing stock, and she's laughing. She threw a jab at you. The Most High threw a quick little jab at you, just to show you how much you make a covenant with these nations. But then guess what? Also, since the Most High hate them so much, this is what he had to do to them. Let me play this.
He does, actually, yeah. Very close to the camera.
Now look at you.
I'm here this morning because I want to apologize. No.
Oh, my God. Always ready to cry and say I'm sorry. But brother, don't look. You look at his face. He's willing and ready to forgive her.
Me to my coworker, Jason, but to our entire community. I said something yesterday that was inconsiderate. It was inappropriate, and I hurt people. And I want you to know I understand how much I hurt you out there and how much I hurt you. I love you so much, and you have been one of my best friends for the past year and a half, and I would never do anything on purpose to hurt you. And I love our community.
No, you don't.
And I want you all to know, from the bottom of my heart, I apologize for what I said. I know it was wrong, and I am so sorry.
Well, Alex, thank you very much, and I do accept your apology.
Told you, I don't want to hear no more. You know he was going to do it, right? Yeah. Yep. One more video and that's it for me right here. Watch this doggone devil. See, and this is a little bit more respectful, but that's why Obadiah 12 has to come out, right? But it's respectful because we know who they are, and they're not afraid to admit. Some of them are not afraid to admit. So watch this devil.
Out of interest?
Yes.
You would?
I do quite frequently.
You use the M word quite frequently. Well, why? Other than the fact you're a despicable racist. Are you?
Some would say I am. I guess according to the ADL, I'm a white supremacist. I'm a neo-Nazi.
Yeah, well, if you use the M word repeatedly, you are a racist, then, are you? Are you?
Sure, I'll embrace that. If that means forwarding, helping white people achieve freedom of speech, real freedom of speech, which, by the way, Shiloh Hendricks is being attacked on all fronts. They're trying to bring legal charges against her. They're trying to get her children taken away. So you were saying Carmelo Anthony, it doesn't matter. That's a different
Sorry, but just to be
thing.
clear, you just said to me you use the N word regularly. In what context? Right. Do you use it with black people?
Yes, if it's appropriate.
When would it be appropriate to use the N word? When would it be appropriate?
Anytime I feel like it.
So you're an unashamed racist.
Correct.
That's the doggone devil. These are the people that wants to be with them, right? Our people want to be with them. So let me get Obadiah 12, man.
Hey, Isaiah say those that get caught with him, they gonna perish with. You know what I mean? They gonna die with him.
God. God.
All right. Let me put the scripture on the screen.
Because you got to understand, like, hey, you can have fun and joke while you can. But just understand, the sword is coming to you later, and it's going to be sharper than what it is right now.
This is the book of Obadiah, verse 12. But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger.
And he's talking about Esau looking at this brother, which is Israel, as a stranger, right? That's what, because why we became strangers? Because we don't know we're Israel. We don't know that we're not African Americans, right? So when they labeled us as names, we became strangers and we start serving other gods. They're gods that they put in our face. So they looked on the day when we became a stranger. Go ahead.
Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction.
When y'all hung us, when y'all took our children away, when you took our money away and killed our animals, when you named us and called us niggas and you laughed at us and rejoiced over us and said, we can call y'all niggas, but y'all can't call us nothing else. Because if y'all say anything, then you guys are a hate monger. So we could say however we want to say, but you can't. But they rejoice over that thing, right? Because they know the power is in their hand for right now, because the Most High allowed them to have this power. It's because he allowed them. Because you know why? He's whooping on us. He's whooping on us because you love them so much, then he has to use them to whoop on us. I'm gonna use the people you love so much, and it will be the worst one that's gonna beat you in your head. And we love to be beat by them, so we can say, I'm sorry, I'll forgive you for what you have done. Go ahead.
Neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress.
And that's what they do, thinking that, hey, we run over you, we're better than you, you are ugly. One more. Give me Deuteronomy 7 real quick, and verse 2.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 2. And when the Lord thy God shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor show mercy unto them.
You should not make no covenant with them. You should not make no deals with them. You should not allow them to say what they want to say to you. Because when you allow them to say what they want to say to you, rather if it's in a workplace, you have made a covenant with them. You have made that covenant to say, I forgive you, and you can call me anything because you're crying right in front of my face. But you don't want to make a covenant with your brother when your brother says some things, you're ready to ball up your fists and ready to fight him. It don't even make sense. So guess what? The Most High going to use these other nations because he told you that you don't make a covenant with them, but you want to be friends with them. So God uses them to beat you up. They will beat you up with words and beat you up with the gun. They will beat you up with the police forces. They will beat you up with their religion. They will beat you up and take your children away from you. That's how God uses them to whoop on your head. You thinking that it's all gravy because these people did something in the past, and then and now they are allowing us to live in their neighborhood. It never been their neighborhood. They stole everything and changed everything. And now they coming into your neighborhood and changing everything in your neighborhood and trying to kick you out. And then we still want to dap up with them. You know why? Because you're so confused that the Most High uses them to destroy you and beat your head in. So since you got kicked in the head for so long, you don't even know where you at. You think white people are the same as us. So now we are all the same. Because you've been stuck so hard that your mind believes that we are all one people. And that's your loss. Give me verse 3 real quick.
Verse 3. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son.
Now, since the women don't want us, then we're going to go to them. And we want better credit. We know our credit jacked up, so we're going to make marriages with them. And so when you make marriages with them, then the Most High going to put them as leaders over you. See, it's funny that a black man want a black woman, and try to rule over her with rigorous ways. But when he get with a white woman, he want to be real low and humble. He want to be tagged around, dragged around, whatever she say, it goes. But when a sister come, he want to say she's a loud mouth. I don't even want to talk to her because I'm trying to control her. But when he's with a white woman, he wants to be controlled. How do that work?
You know, that's crazy, Yak, because a lot of brothers or sisters that get with these Edomites don't even really realize that their family probably truly don't even like them. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, sometimes you in the ring with the Most High and you don't even know you in the ring. You know what I mean? Because like you said, the Most High can use whoever, right? So you could be married to this Edomite and not even comprehend that you're in a fight. You probably don't know she has arguments with her family about you. You know what you know what I'm saying? Like you're not even privy to a lot of stuff that really goes on behind the scenes because you don't even know you in a fight.
God.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's a cold shot. You know what I mean?
God, give me the last verse in 7. 4.
Verse 4.
Yeah.
For they will turn away thy son from following me. They may serve other gods. So will the anger of the Lord be kindled against you and destroy thee suddenly.
And when he punch you so hard in your temple, you think that all the feast days that they do is worth all about God. You think Christmas is like Jesus' birthday. You think that you should be celebrating Easter instead of Passover because you see it in the book of Acts, it says Easter. So you want to agree with that. Like, it says Easter in the Bible, so we supposed to do it. That's the resurrection day. But let's talk about Passover. You know what I'm saying? So we supposed to be doing Passover. That's why the Most High said he will destroy us and we will serve other gods. Why? Because he destroyed your mind. He hit you so hard that you're so destroyed that you don't even know who you are, what God you're serving, who you're supposed to be loving, and who you're supposed to be hating. That's destroyed. And I land there.
That's all I had. You know what I mean? I think Lord's will, everybody gets the point. You know what I mean? Hopefully y'all was all edified. You know, like I said, it's just a fight that you don't want. It's a fight you don't want, and it's a fight you can't win. You know, but all praises that me and Michael Allah could come together, do this class for y'all on this young Shabbat. You know, like I said, hopefully y'all was edified. And I'm cool right there, Ak. You know what I'm saying? I'll say shalom to all of Israel. Happy Sabbath.
All praise to the Most High. Also reach us at 313-484-0829 or email us at LOIDetroit12@gmail.com. And you can visit thelionsofisrael.com for donations, Cash App, $ LOI Detroit. Definitely was a pleasure working with you on this, brother. You know what I'm saying? The Most High brought us together, man, and we built right on it. So, hey, we just hope everyone was edified. And, hey, it's all about, no matter what, if it's the truth, it's all about edification. So, you know, this the Most High will. We let it be done, and we stay away from it and let him take over. So, other than that, hey, I love everybody in Israel. Brother, much love. Shout out for Priest tomorrow. He got a class tomorrow, so take a look at that. Then Monday coming, just for the in-house class. Sometimes I can make it, sometimes I can't. That's Brother Karab. Elder Karab brings out a class. Then going back to Thursday, Brother Micah Allah, where we see right now, he has a class. And then we rotated back to Friday, me and the Brother Debat. And shout out to that brother for taking the time out and let us get it together. And all the brothers from Detroit represent y'all all the way to the fullest. And everybody from L.O.I. period, we represent to the fullest. So shalom, everybody. Shalom.
Shalom.
Yeah.
This is a dedication
is won. Victory will be yours.
Victory's gonna be ours.
It'll be yours. One day, when the kingdom comes, it'll be yours. It'll be yours. It's a long way up, and a short way down. Just don't let nobody come and take your crown.
Take your crown.
Trying to make it through the system, but the doors are locked. The Most High got you covered. You're gonna rise to the top.
We're gonna rise, y'all.
This battle will bring victory. On with the greatest book in history. Jacob, you're great, it's no mystery. Yeah, yeah. You know this battle has just begun.
Battle's just
Jacob,
begun.
you're hated by everyone.
All
But
nations
just remember
hate us.
you're the chosen son. Yeah, yeah.
This song is such an inspiration. We get the kingdom though there's much tribulation. Every day I send my prayers up. I even read where Yahweh said he'd raise us up. He gave Abraham the covenants. On the shoulders of Christ will rest the governments. The forces the nations gotta bring to me. The world is ours, our gates open continually. Praise Yahweh cause he gave us life, and sacrifice the reward as you could reign with Christ. Yeah, it's true, the Father made us sons to get a crown, then endure until the Savior comes. In the sight of God, no man is justified. To be approved, I read that gold must be tried. In the end, we're the greatest folks in history. Malachi sing to them about our victory.
This battle will bring victory.
We gonna get the
On
victory.
the greatest book in history.
Bible's the
Jacob,
greatest
you're great,
book.
it's no mystery. Yeah, yeah. You know this battle has just begun.
Battle has
Jacob,
just
you're
begun.
hated by everyone. But just remember you're the chosen son. Yeah, yeah.
We give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, for giving Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob the covenants, and for choosing our nation. We appreciate that. Hope the song inspired you.
Yeah,